Let's talk too about Kyle Rittenhouse, a 17-year-old who's been arrested for murder here. Michelle, what is your read on this situation? Because, some people see this and they say, look, here's a kid who felt like he had to go protect the businesses in his community because the local authorities wouldn't stand up and do it. The other hand, you could say, what is this kid doing with a gun on the streets of Kenosha?
Yeah, well, I've been very vocal about my support for this young man, as have many others who are sick and tired of the anarchy that has gripped our country over the last 75, 80 days, especially. But this is an old story. And the stand down orders, the AWOL cops who have their hands tied behind their backs by politically correct police chiefs and sheriffs who bend their knees to Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and their predecessors before them for decades and decades. All of this has created the conditions of what I've been talking about here on the NEWSMAX airwaves and, of course, on Sovereign Nation, a narco-tyranny. And it is a shame, it is an absolute disgrace that more men in power, yes, I am saying it, men in power have not acted like men to prevent this situation where it's up to teenage boys, and yes, Proud Boys and others, to take matters into their own hands. There are no faultless people here on both sides of the aisle, and I think that the outcry for a declaration of an invocation of the Insurrection Act is more dire than ever. And I think I'm hoping that we'll see President Trump take the measures that need to be taken. Yes, we've had token National Guards people sent out there, but this is a systemic thing. The left has worked on this for nearly half a century now. They've got their police chiefs, their sheriffs, their DAs, their prosecutors, all of their legal infrastructure in place that work like the most ruthlessly efficient crisis management team. Where's the crisis management team for our side? Well, it's being formed. I'm working with Lin Wood, who was the incredibly patriotic lawyer for Nick Sandmann, to try and get Kyle Rittenhouse the help and legal defense that he deserves.